The year was 1620. A small ship called the Mayflower crossed the vast Atlantic Ocean. It carried over 100 passengers, known as the Pilgrims. They were leaving behind their homes in England. They sought religious freedom in a new land. The Pilgrims landed in a place they called Plymouth. It was a cold and harsh environment. Life was difficult for the newcomers. They faced starvation and disease, but they persevered with courage and determination. The Pilgrims established a colony based on self-governance. They signed the Mayflower Compact, a document that laid the groundwork for a government by the people. This act of self-reliance would shape the character of the nation yet to come. The Pilgrims' story is one of bravery and resilience. It marks the beginning of America's journey as a nation. Their quest for freedom and their spirit of self-determination would become cornerstones of the American identity. Over a century later, the colonies had grown and prospered, but tensions with Great Britain were rising. The colonists felt that they were being treated unfairly by the British government. They resented taxes and laws imposed upon them without their consent. In 1776, representatives from the 13 colonies came together in Philadelphia. They drafted a document that would change the course of history, the Declaration of Independence. This powerful statement proclaimed that all men are created equal and endowed with certain unalienable rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Declaration of Independence was a bold declaration of freedom. It ignited the American Revolution. The colonists, led by George Washington, took up arms to fight for their independence. The war was long and bloody, but the American spirit prevailed. The American victory in the Revolutionary War secured independence for the United States. It gave birth to a new nation founded on the principles of liberty, equality, and self-government. The Declaration of Independence continues to inspire people around the world who strive for freedom and justice. The issue of slavery cast a long shadow over the young nation. By the mid-19th century, America was deeply divided. The southern states relied on enslaved Africans for their economy. The northern states opposed slavery on moral and economic grounds. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected president. Lincoln opposed the expansion of slavery. His election sparked outrage in the South. 11 southern states seceded from the Union and formed the Confederate States of America. The American Civil War began in 1861. It was a brutal conflict that pitted brother against brother. The Union ultimately triumphed in 1865, preserving the nation and ending slavery. The Civil War was a defining moment in American history. It tested the very fabric of the nation. The war's legacy continues to shape America today. It serves as a reminder of the fragility of democracy and the importance of fighting for equality and justice for all. Following the Civil War, America underwent a period of rapid industrialization. Factories sprung up across the land. New technologies such as the telephone and the light bulb transformed daily life. The Industrial Revolution brought about profound changes. It created vast wealth and opportunity, but it also led to social problems. Cities grew overcrowded. Working conditions were often dangerous and exploitative. The rise of industry made America an economic powerhouse. It paved the way for the country's emergence as a global superpower in the 20th century. The Industrial Revolution's legacy is complex, marked by both progress and its accompanying challenges. Section 5. The Great War and its Echoes America, on the world stage. In the early 20th century, World War I engulfed Europe. The United States initially remained neutral, but the sinking of American ships by German submarines drew the nation into the conflict in 1917. American involvement helped turn the tide of the war. The Allied powers, including the United States, emerged victorious. The war had a profound impact on America's role in the world. After the war, the United States retreated into isolationism. However, the country's growing economic and military might made it a force to be reckoned with on the world stage. The Great War marked the beginning of America's rise to global prominence. Section 6. The Fight for Equality, the Civil Rights Movement. Despite the end of slavery, African Americans continued to face discrimination and segregation. In the mid-20th century, the Civil Rights Movement emerged to fight for racial equality. Led by courageous figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X, the Civil Rights Movement challenged Jim Crow laws and demanded equal rights for all citizens. Through peaceful protests and acts of civil disobedience, The movement brought the issue of racial injustice to the forefront of American consciousness. The civil rights movement achieved significant victories. It led to the passage of landmark legislation, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. The movement's legacy continues to inspire the fight for equality and justice today. Section 7. A Nation Divided Again. The Tumult of the 1960s and 1970s. The 1960s and 1970s were a time of great social and political upheaval in the United States. The Vietnam War deeply divided the nation. Protests against the war raged across the country. The assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963 sent shockwaves through the nation. The Watergate scandal, which led to the resignation of President Richard Nixon in 1974, further eroded public trust in the government. The period was also marked by cultural change. The counterculture movement challenged traditional social norms. The women's rights movement gained momentum, fighting for equal rights for women. Section 8. The Dawn of a New Millennium. America in the 21st Century. The end of the Cold War in 1991 ushered in a new era for the United States. As the sole remaining superpower, America faced new challenges and opportunities in the 21st century. The terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, profoundly impacted the nation. The attacks led to the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, as well as increased security measures at home. The 21st century has also seen rapid technological advancements, globalization, and a growing awareness of climate change. America continues to grapple with issues of inequality, political polarization, and its role in the world. Section 9. A Legacy of Freedom, America's Enduring Impact. From its humble beginnings as a colony to its rise as a global superpower, the United States has played a pivotal role in shaping the course of human history. America's journey has been marked by both triumph and tragedy. The nation has been forged through the struggles of countless individuals who have strived to create a more perfect union. The American story is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, the pursuit of freedom, equality, and opportunity for all. America's legacy is a complex and multifaceted one. The nation's ideals continue to inspire people around the world, while its actions and policies also draw criticism and debate. As the United States moves forward into the 21st century, it faces the ongoing challenge of living up to its founding principles and shaping a better future for all.